Michael, what's today's audio topic?
Today, I'm comparing Sony's noise-canceling earbuds, the WF-1000XM6 and the WF-1000XM5.
So you're interested in noise-canceling earbuds as well as hi-fi audio systems.
It's not so much that I'm interested, I actually use noise-canceling earbuds in my daily life. I just bought the newly released XM6, so I thought I'd compare it to the XM5 I've been using.
I see. Master, you'd like to hear a comparison of Sony's noise-canceling earbuds too, right?
Yes, I want to hear it.
Did the sound differ between the two models?
The sound quality didn't change much.
Huh? Isn't the WF-1000XM6 a new model? I'd be surprised if the sound didn't change.
Hold on, don't get so worked up. The reason the sound on the XM6 hasn't improved much is that the sound on the XM5 was already good enough.
In that case, didn't you really need to buy the new XM6?
Not exactly. The thing is, the battery on the XM5 I'd been using had degraded. So even if the XM6 hadn't improved, I still needed to buy a new pair of noise-canceling earbuds.
I see. In that case, did it really have to be Sony?
Well, yeah, but I've been using them since the WF-1000XM3, moving on to the 4 and 5. Plus, compared to hi-fi audio systems, I'm not that interested in noise-canceling earbuds. So I didn't feel the need to switch to a different brand. Also, ever since the XM3, the noise-canceling performance has been excellent and the sound quality is great, so I've always liked Sony products.
I see. How much do they cost?
The XM6 is $329.99, and the XM5 is $248. They're Sony's flagship models.
Even for a flagship, that's not that expensive.
That's right. Coming from someone like me who usually tests all kinds of equipment for hi-fi systems, the $300 range doesn't strike me as particularly expensive.
If the sound quality hasn't improved with the new XM6, then what has improved?
There are two things I think have improved with the XM6. One is the fit, and the other is the noise-canceling capability.
I see. What about the spec sheets for the two models?
I don't have a spec sheet this time. That's because even if you compare the specs, there isn't much difference between the XM6 and the XM5.
I see.
That's because the WF-1000XM5 had already reached the highest level in terms of specs. What kind of performance do you look for in noise-canceling earbuds?
Now that you ask, I have to think about it. First, sound quality, then the level of noise cancellation, the compact size of the earbuds, battery life, and finally, a stable connection without dropouts.
That's right. I think those are probably the main things everyone looks for in noise-canceling earbuds. So, keeping the points you mentioned in mind, let's compare each category with the XM5. Let's start with sound quality. As I mentioned earlier, I was already satisfied with the sound quality of the XM5. Honestly, I wondered if the sound could get any better with the WF-1000XM6. In a way, that prediction turned out to be correct. Even after listening to the XM6, I felt the sound wasn't much different from the XM5. Just like with the XM5, the sound changes significantly with the app's equalizer settings on the XM6 as well. Customizing the equalizer to your personal preference is the most important part of getting the most out of the XM6.
What kinds of EQ presets are available?
There are 6 default presets, such as heavy and clear, 1 manual setting, and you can save 2 custom presets of your own.
I see.
You can also check your fit and find the optimal ear tips through the app. After all, fit is the most important factor for noise-canceling earbuds.
Does the sound quality really change that much depending on how well the noise-canceling earbuds are fitted?
That's right. With the XM5, you had to twist them into your ears to get optimal noise cancellation. But with the WF-1000XM6, you don't have to be that meticulous about how you put them in to get sufficient noise cancellation. I think that's a major improvement.
It would definitely be a hassle to always have to worry about fit whenever you use noise cancellation.
Also, the earbuds ventilation has improved.
Earbuds have ventilation.
With in-ear earbuds, if you don't seal your ears, it's hard to get effective noise cancellation. So, you need to seal your ears tightly, but this becomes a problem when wearing them for long periods. With the XM5, there was a strong feeling of ear blockage during extended wear. Back then, I just accepted it as unavoidable. But with the XM6, small ventilation holes in the housing ensure breathability without compromising sound quality. That's why you can wear them for longer periods. It's exactly the kind of improvement you'd expect from a model that's evolved over generations.
With noise-canceling earbuds, it seems hard to improve things because the housing is so small, but they've managed to fix that flaw anyway. So, are the earbuds easy to put in?
Compared to the XM5, the XM6 is slightly larger. I was a bit concerned about that, but actually, that extra size makes them easier to insert into my ears. The XM5 was too small and a bit tricky to put in. Also, the XM5 had a glossy finish. Plus, because the unit was so small, I'd sometimes miss when tapping the earbuds. But the XM6 has switched to a non-slip matte finish, and since the housing is larger, it's easier to tap now. They fixed those minor issues that I'm not even sure qualify as flaws. Sony's engineering is amazing.
How's the battery life?
The battery life is the same as the XM5, but since it lasts 8 hours with noise cancellation on, that shouldn't be a problem. As for connection stability, you can choose between prioritizing sound quality or connection stability. In my experience, I've never had the connection drop out when set to prioritize connection.
That's great. But are there any drawbacks to the XM6?
I've been using the XM6 for 2 weeks since its release, and I haven't found any major drawbacks. If I had to nitpick, I wish the noise cancellation worked better on car engine noise.
What do you mean? The noise cancellation performance has improved over the XM5, right?
That's right. Noise cancellation for things like people's voices and background noise in stores has improved significantly. But when it comes to car engine noise and the sound of tires on the road, while it's better than the WF-1000XM5, you can still hear it pretty clearly. The thing is, with the XM6, when I went into a train or a crowded store and turned on noise cancellation, it was truly silent. Why can't I hear any voices at all, even though there are so many people around? It gave me a strange sensation, as if I were in a completely different world while surrounded by a crowd. I was amazed by the noise-canceling capabilities of the XM6. Compared to that, car engine noise has decreased, but it's still audible. So, I think it would be even more impressive if these noises were eliminated as well.
I see. But if car engine noise disappeared completely, wouldn't that be dangerous in its own way?
Well, yeah, but if we're going to perfect noise cancellation, I'd like to see it reach that level. Also, even though the earbuds are bigger, the case hasn't gotten any larger, so the space between the earbuds is tight, making them a little hard to take out. Well, I think I'll get used to it.
I see. So, Michael, are you glad you bought the XM6?
Absolutely. The XM5 had already reached a pretty high level, but I think the XM6 has brought it closer to perfection. Other than that, as I mentioned earlier, there's really nothing more to say about improving the noise-canceling capabilities.
I've really learned a lot about Sony's noise-canceling earbuds today. Master, do you want the XM6 now?
Yes, I want it.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.